Hey everybody, welcome to Wacky Wednesday number 47 on the Mana Leek. I'm John as always, and we're going to go back to stipulation drafts today. I haven't done a rare draft yet of Magic Origins, so this is going to be the rare draft. For those who don't know what a rare draft is, if there is a rare in the pack, I must take it. I have no choice. Not only that, I must play every rare that I draft. So I might be a 5-color deck. We'll have to see. But I'm going to jump into this cube, and we'll see what we get. And I was number 8, so our cube. Why am I saying Q? Our Q is going to start right away. Our first rare is Disciple of the Ring. So we don't have a choice. We have to take it. It's an okay card. It's a 3-4 for 5 at worst, with some upside. If this were a normal draft, I'd probably be taking the Suppression Bonds. Yeah, I would be taking the Suppression Bonds. But it's a rare draft, so Disciple of the Ring. Oh, that took a while to get our second pick. Our person passing to us was taking the entire time. So we get a Chandra's Ignition. We have to take it. Topin Freeblade is sad to pass. Castellan, probably not second pick, but pretty good. But we're taking Ignition, and we are blue-red at a minimum. At a minimum. All right, no rare, so we get to take whatever we want. So we're red-blue. Best card in this pack is probably Iris's Champion, but we don't necessarily want to be red-white right away. Fleshbag's quite good. Boggart Brute, we've already got a red card, and we have to play it. So I think Brute is going to be what we take here, just because it's going to be the most playable in what we end up with. So Boggart Brute. Hey, a Goblin Pile Driver. We have to take it. And I'm pretty okay with that. I'm pretty okay with getting a whole bunch of cards that are the same color in a rare draft. Knight's probably better. Husk, probably better. But let's take the Pile Driver. It's got synergy with the Brute already. No rare in this pack either. We've got a Cobble Brute. Might be the most playable card here. I don't want to dip into green until we get ourselves a green rare. Guardians would be okay, but I think I'll just take the Brute. Take the card that I'll definitely play. Sadly, but definitely. Over the card that I would prefer not to play. And we get past another decent card. Gearpoor Gearcrafter. A War Oracle as well. This must have been a stacked pack, or somebody else's... the 5 people on our left must be forcing some color other than red or white. But we'll take the Gearcrafter. It just seems the most playable, and I'm pretty happy to continue being just red. With blue for our lovely Disciple. Well, here we don't have much. We've got an Infectious Bloodlust, which would keep us red. Celestial Flare is the best card, I want to say. We've passed a lot of good white. Eva's Force Mage could be playable. Maybe we just take the card that we can certainly play. Yeah, let's do that. It's Wacky Wednesday. We're not building great decks. We're building okay decks. And yeah, it's definitely Jace here slowing us all down. The guy on his left has already picked 11. Jace has picked 6. Speed it up, hip-hop head Jace. Well, Subterranean Scout seems fine. There is a lot of blue here, but none of it's amazing. Hydrolash is decent. Dismissal's decent. Bone Dash is decent. But Scout just seems fine. It works with Goblin Pile Driver really well. And totally playable, because we're certainly red at this point. No red. That's unfortunate. So we've got a Disciple, an Ox. I think Disciple seems a little bit more playable. Let's take it. Who knows if we'll be green? Depends on the rares, I suppose. Well, we get ourselves a Bellows Lizard or a Smash to Smithereens. Neither great. We're going to be blue, so I guess we may as well take the Nivix Barrier. It's a fine card. I've had a lot of success with it, although primarily in Sealed. It's not nearly as good in Draft. Demolish don't think I've ever seen that come in out of the sideboard. Centaur, Slug, Priest. Nothing really going on here. Let's take the maybe sideboard card, I guess. I've seen people main deck it. They didn't do very well. Murder Investigation, a super late touch of Moonglove. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good. We do have a Farika's Disciple. Maybe we do end up green, so let's take the Aerial Volley. Another Demolish, why not? A Reclaim, sure, and then a Forest. Oh, the deck's not awful for a Wacky Wednesday rare draft after pack 1. But of course, the rares in pack 2 might just throw us for a complete loop. For example, we get a Guiltleaf Winnower, so we're playing black. Our rares are currently double red, double blue, double black, and a single red. Not the best, but we gotta take it. So Guiltleaf Winnower, get in there. So the ideal now would be to be red, blue, black, and not have green in there. But we're gonna have to see if we get more rares or not. Forgot about the Painlands. Totally forgot about the Painlands. I mean, we have to take it, and maybe it ends up playable, who knows? Helps with our color fixing. I was just thinking about how we want Evolving Wilds, but yeah, Llanowar Wastes. In you go. In you go. Ooh, a Thopter Engineer. That's pretty good. There's the Evolving Wilds that I want, but we can try to get those when there's things. I'd rather get playables for the moment, and Thopter Engineer is certainly a playable. Oh, well, we're taking another double black rare. Dark Petition. Ugh, not the best. Not the best, but we've got to take it. So in you go. So let's get rid of that Disciple. Maybe try to go red-black a bit. Oh, the double colors. So gross. Our 5 slot is going to be full. Alright, no rares. What do we got? We've got a Fire Fiend Elemental, an Eyeblight Assassin. That's about it. I guess we'll go with Fire Fiend. Yeah, let's go with Fire Fiend. Hey, another Painland. We gotta take it. I guess I wouldn't really prefer anything out of here. Maybe a Cobble Root, but let's take the Forge. It'll help us out if we get any white. Neither of our Painlands exactly help our mana out too much at the moment. Eyeblight Assassin. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. We've got a Dragon Fodder, an Evolving Wilds, which I think is going to be the pick. A Revenant. Yeah, let's take the Evolving Wilds while we can. Another Cobble Brute, a Thornbow, or Return Centaur. I kind of want some low stuff, so I'm actually looking at the Thornbow Archer. Yeah, let's take it. The danger, of course, with stipulation drafts and Magic Origins is I think I might just get run over like crazy, which would be bad news. Another Thornbow Archer, I guess. It's not super what I want, but I don't want a Rambler, so Archer it is. Tormented Thoughts. Well, I am blue. Could take a Fairy Miscreant. Let's take it. Who knows? I may end up short on playables. Disperse seems fine. Demolish, Reclaim. Ooh, it's a foil Demolish. Let's take the foil Demolish. Could just play mono land destruction. Could be that guy. Prefer not to be. That guy is a dick. Night Snare as our last pick. Sure thing. This draft is going really, really, really slowly. I'm pausing after basically every single pick for almost the full time. Hopefully this last pack goes a little bit faster. Hopefully people know what they're in. But let's see what our last rare is going to be. What is it going to be? Gotta wait for Chandra and the Bird's Paradise to pick. There we go. All right. Oh, I hope this Call the Full Moon comes back around. But I will take a second Goblin Pile Driver because I have to, and because I want to. That will be fun. Double Goblin Pile Driver, a Boggart Brood, a Subterranean Scout. Should be interesting. No rare in this pack, so we get our choice. We could take a Ghoul. We could take a Trapper, which doesn't seem great. We could just take a Lightning Javelin. We don't really have too much removal yet. Javelin, Ghoul, Javelin, Ghoul. Javelin, Ghoul, Javelin, Ghoul. Or Sphinx's tutelage for the fun. Let's take the Javelin, I think. We need some removal. Yeah, Javelin it is. Javelin it is. No rare again, but we get another Thopter Engineer, which seems pretty darn good. A Reeve Soul as well. I think I'm going to just take the Thopter Engineer, though. I actually kind of want a Dragon Fodder now with the Goblin Pile Driver, but Thopter Engineer is just so good, so we'll take it. We will take it. Still no rare. It's getting pretty late, so maybe we just get the one rare out of pack 3. Fire Fiend Elemental. Seems like it might be the pick. Could take a Turn to Frog. 16 creatures? Maybe I do take the Turn to Frog. Maybe I do take it. Yeah, let's take the Turn to Frog. I need some removal. It's not exactly removal, but it often does that job. Well, we've got another Turn to Frog if we want it, or another Fire Fiend Elemental. I think maybe just the Fire Fiend. Yeah, let's just take the Fire Fiend. Take the creature. Well, we've got an Evolving Wilds, a Scout, a Blazing Hellhound. With the double Goblin Pile Driver, I almost just want to take the Scout. It's the cheapest costing one. It's the one that we're almost definitely going to be able to cast. Yeah, let's take it. Let's take it. Goblin Glory Chaser. That's... Oh, I have to take Vryn Wingmare, and I have to play it. Saddest of faces. Saddest of faces. I want that Glory Chaser, but Wingmare, get in there. I am not going to play a single thing out of this pack. Let's take the Messenger. So we got to make a couple cuts. Let's get rid of the Miscreant. Let's get rid of... none of those, unfortunately. Ooh, a Scab Goliath. Scab Goliath or another Eyeblade Assassin? Let's take the Goliath. We've got a lot of creatures. We're going to have creatures in the graveyard. Let's cut a Thornbow. And let's cut Infectious Bloodlust. 23. I probably should be playing more than 20, or I should be playing 18 lands, I think, but we may just, oops, ignore Skype there for a second. We may just have to go with 17. Another Disperse, a Gnarlroot Trapper. I don't think I'll play any of these. Let's take a second Disperse just in case. Yeah, I think that'll be our deck there. Battlefield Forge will help us cast the Wingmare. Evolving Wilds, of course. Ooh, we did get a Dragon Fodder. Llanowar Wastes. Probably not worth it. Dragon Fodder's going in the deck. We'll take out the Nivix Barrier for it. Let's take a Bloodsucker, I guess, but we're not going to play it. Yeah, I don't think I need the Llanowar Wastes. We have no green, so it doesn't super seem worth it, rather than just having a swamp, which I can get off the Evolving Wilds. Undead Servant, not going to play it. Let's get rid of the Might of the Masses. Foil Mountain. And a Plains. So that's the deck. It's interesting, I'll give it that much, but that's what happens with Wacky Wednesday. I don't think I want the Infectious Bloodlust in there. None of the black cards, none of those blue cards. So yeah, and we ended up with what, 4, 5, 6, 7 rares? 7 rares, sounds good, I think. 7 rares? 8 rares, because I forgot about the dual land. Oh, we have to play Llanowar Wastes, because it's a rare. We have to play it, of course. Of course, of course, of course. 9 rares. Let's add some basic lands in here. 3 swamps, that's 4 black sources. I don't terribly expect to cast Dark Petition. Guiltleaf Winnower I do want to cast. 1 Plains for the Wingmare. 7 red. You know, I have so much red, I kind of like 8 red and just using the Battlefield Forge for the Wingmare. Well, it's tough. That's tough. Yeah, I think I like the single white source for the Wingmare. We can't fetch a white source for it, but it'll have to do. So there's our deck. That is a rare drafted deck. We drafted every rare that came by, and we're playing every rare that we drafted. So I'll see you guys for round 1, where I try to make this deck win. Please wish me luck.